So you're under contract to buy a home. Something's happened. You've changed your mind. You don't feel good about it. Can you legally get out of that agreement and get your deposit back? Well, that's the topic of our next video. Stay tuned and we'll show you how. Hey guys, Brian Chandler, RE/MAX Alliance, Parker, Colorado again. How are you doing? Got my Denver Nuggets hat on. Here it is, getting toward the end of July. Dying for some professional sports. I don't know about you guys. A little dark outside right now. I got a little extra lighting going on because we've got a thunder and lightning storm, a little bit of hail here in Parker, Colorado today. So today what we're going to deal with is some things that you need to be concerned about when it comes to your contract and reviewing of certain termination dates, review dates, deadlines, and things in the contract. So the issue today we're going to deal with is Homeowners Association, HOA, and what that can mean to you. As I mentioned earlier, it's like, hey, what do you mean I can't park my truck here? It's like, no, the HOA rule says you can't do that. Well, what about my potbelly pig? I brought him over. You can't have a potbelly pig here in the condo complex. Like, well, no one told me that. Well, no one was supposed to tell you that. That was up to you to review in the documents. Your realtor is not obligated to read those and review them and tell you what's in them. That's up to you. So the seller is required to give you all information about the homeowners. They request a status letter. They bring you the CC&Rs, the condition, covenants, and restrictions. And sometimes they can be that thick, but it's up to you to review them so that things may not happen to affect you adversely later down the line. As you can see here, we have association documents deadline. That's the date that the seller needs to get you the documents by. So there is not an approval area for you. It is a termination deadline only, meaning that in good faith, if you find something in the Homeowners Association that you weren't aware of that might be unusual, that might prevent you from having a lifestyle, or maybe you're running a business out of your home and the condo complex says you cannot run a business out of this complex, well, that's certainly going to squelch things for you. So it's really important that you recall that you get those Homeowners Association documents, that you go ahead and take the time to review them, or pay someone else, be an attorney or someone else, to review them for you, or a clerk, and give you a summary of what's in there that you might need to be concerned with. Another area you may want to take notice of is when it comes to property insurance deadlines. Sometimes people just apply for insurance. They don't really know what's covered, what's not. It's like, hey, your property's in a high fire zone, you're going to have to pay more insurance. Or it's in a floodplain zone, you have to pay more insurance. Or we don't have earthquake insurance for you. So depending on the state you're in, that's going to change. It's important that you understand the kind of insurance coverage you have. The next area is due diligent documents. What is that? Well, that's a variety of things that the seller would be able to provide for you within a certain time frame. Maybe it's something regarding the property they're familiar with. Maybe there's an existing lease on the property that's going to last for a period of time after the completion of your transaction. Those are all things you need to know, and you have an opportunity to object to those due diligent documents, and the seller then has an opportunity to resolve those. So these are just some of the things that we have as far as disclosures, termination dates, objections, approvals, things you need to be concerned with. But that Homeowners Association, it's no one's responsibility except yours to read through all those and know what the heck's going on with those. All right, so Brian Chandler, checking out. Subscribe down below and click the bell. That way you're notified. Click all, so every time I put up a new video regarding real estate from the buying or selling standpoint, you're able to be notified and see if it's something that would apply to you. All right, Brian Chandler, RE/MAX Alliance, Parker, Colorado. Checking out until next time. Take care.